We're going to start with shot 1, the Dronie, sponsored by Insta360.
So today I'm going to talk to you about my 5 tips for getting better footage out of your Insta360 X4. The first one's going to be the Dronie. We are next to the airport, in which this is not London Heathrow, so planes don't land here every single minute or even every single day, but it's definitely a massive no-fly zone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leg it down here and I'm going to hold this on the 3-meter stick. Now you can use it without a selfie stick. It's got such good stabilization that you can hold in your hand and it will still look like a drone. But if you have the stick, you can basically make it about this long. And obviously remember to press record. There we go. Now let's leg it and try and keep it as smooth as possible.
You have to make sure that you keep the stick as smooth as possible. Otherwise you will feel the bumps, especially if you're close to a fence or something where you can actually see the movement of the stick.
Right, I'm coming back now. Now that's what it looks like. I'm keeping the stick as smooth as possible. I'm not doing any crazy movements, trying to keep it right there. It does have a 1/4-20 at the bottom, which means you can attach it to some kind of mount, put it on your car and your motorbike, get some really cool shots with it. I will show you the crane because it does that pretty well. But yeah, that is the Dronie. So in a place like this, we are not allowed drones, 110% I would go to jail. You can use something like this and it's legal.
The next shot is the crane. This is a classic Hollywood shot where you start low and you start moving up. Give your subject a little bit of time to move forward and then you reveal exactly where he or she is headed. It's a beautiful shot and looks really, really elegant. Remember, keep back a little bit, slow down, lift your stick up, higher, 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 get it as high as you can. And right there, I'll stop and let your subject walk away. Shot 3 is the point HyperLapse.
Right, at the end of this road, which is just opposite Oscar here, there is a church, and we're going to make that our point. And what I'm going to try and do is not walk on the pavement, but walk straight down the middle of the road. I don't know if that's going to be possible, because I might get run over, but I actually don't care too much. It's going on the pavement, got loads of lampposts, and I want that cathedral at the very end, the church, to be straight back in the middle of this HyperLapse. So we're going to see if we can make this work.
As you can see, it's a little bit wobbly. I did try to keep a straight line, but I had to move a tiny bit to the left and to the right, but it worked out nicely. Shot 4 is the 360 time-lapse. It's a pretty cool one.
Right, so what we're doing with the X4 now is a time-lapse. So basically I just have it on the tripod. It's nice and sturdy. It is standing there and it is recording, and it's 8K and 2-second intervals. And I basically just sit here and I drink a tonic espresso and wait for it to finish. It can go on forever, really. And then you can speed it up and you can add extra effects in the app, like the fake motion blur, which is cool. Cheers.
So as you can see, on the left-hand side, we have the 360-degree time-lapse. We can actually move around, which is really, really cool. And on the right-hand side, we have the flat time-lapse. I haven't keyed in any movements. I did add motion blur to it, so the fake NDs, and it gives it a little bit of a smoother kind of feel. Shot 5 is my favorite, the tiny planet.
Mia, go, Mia. Naokoło. I zatrzymujemy się i patrzymy. Blisko patrzymy.
A ty widzisz mnie? A czemu tu jest widać cię w kamerze?
I don't know. Let's walk around. Come on, walk around.
Widzisz teraz mnie?
Ale dotknęłaś ją.
Czemu? A tu widzisz mnie?
Nie. Tu nie widzę cię.
Ale tam!
Okay.
Boo,
I got it.
boo.
So these 5 tips are ones that I use quite a lot, and they're a lot of fun in content creation. Now, you can use them to get amazing perspectives like I've shown you that no other camera can give you. Now, being able to use the Tiny Planet is no doubt one of the most fun ones, and I do it with my kids, and all I basically do is hold the selfie stick at a slightly different angle, slightly below me, and when you do the Tiny Planet, it looks like you're really on a planet, and it's a lot of fun. And this is what I look like in the studio. Before you go, we're going to quickly talk about the brand new firmware for the Insta360 X4, version 1.2.21. You can now live stream via the app in 360 degrees, so people can basically see everything. And you can do it to Facebook, YouTube, RTMP, TikTok, Cry. I use YouTube, and if I'm going to do any live streaming, that's how I'm going to do it. That's a really great addition. You can also do it on your computer via OBS live stream. It's not actually a 360 image that you're going to see. You're going to have to choose the webcam mode. You're going to be able to see a front and back using both lenses. You're going to be able to see a front or a back. So choose the Insta360 camera when it's connected via USB-C, and like here, you're going to see the front camera and the back camera, so people are going to be able to see everything around without actually moving the camera left or right. Now, if you switch it, you can have the rear, so hello DJI. You can have the front, so you can see yourself, or my beautiful self, or you can have both like I showed you at the beginning. That's a pretty cool addition to the X4. And not only that, for our American friends, we now have 48 frames per second in 5.7K and 4K. The DJI Mic 2 works, so you can connect it wirelessly, and just like in the Insta360 Ace Pro, you're going to see a little level up top when you're recording, so you know if you're going into the red or not. So that's a great addition. We also have GPS action remote. It works, so you can connect it to your Insta360 X4, and you're going to be able to control it. You're going to press record, you're going to stop record, you're going to change the settings. That is absolutely fantastic, and I know a lot of people have been asking for that because they all have it. Not only that, we now have Apple Watch connectivity, so you can basically change all the settings on your Apple Watch. There is no image, unfortunately, but you can change the settings. If you're away from the camera, you can change the lenses, you can change the frame rate, the resolution, and you can press record and stop. That is fantastic.